back in this thing, man. Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Today, I got 5 mindsets that's making dudes weaker by the second. All right. And I'm doing this video to help out my guys to really correct them. I had to work on some of these myself. And so I know, like, from firsthand experience, how these could be detrimental. So I'm going to give you the mindset and then I'm going to give you the effect it has on you, right? Before I get into it, though, make sure y'all hit that notification button so y'all get all my videos. Check out my other YouTube channel, Wolf and Pooch. And, appreciate the support. All right, so let's hop into it, man. The first mindset that's making dudes weaker by the second is the victim mentality, right? This is believing that life is always happening to you instead of for you, and that you have little to no control over what happens to you. And the effect of this mindset is that it encourages you to be passive. It encourages you to shift blame to everybody else except for you. And it stunts your self-improvement and your accountability, right? You see, anybody could point the finger. Anybody could say, oh, it's their fault I'm like this. Oh, it's my mom's fault. Oh, it's my ex fault. Nah, see, you have control over that. You don't have to stay in that same mindset. You can realize that you can make changes, right? Here's the thing. Life happens for you. And I'm a big believer in Jesus Christ, right? So I believe that sometimes things that we may deem as bad or unfortunate is really good for us in the long run. Because just because it didn't go your way right now, it doesn't mean that in the future you're going to look back and you won't be like, man, I'm glad that happened to me. That happened plenty of times to me where I thought, man, why this stuff happening right now? But then I realized that that was a stepping stone for me to improve and be greater down the line. So change your perspective. Don't have that victim mentality. Take control of your life. You feel me? Number 2, fragile ego. A lot of dudes got fragile egos, right? And this means like tying your self-worth to external validation or dominance over other people, right? Because you feeding your ego. The effect of this, you're going to be insecure. You're going to always overreact to criticism. And it's going to stop you from really being vulnerable and having meaningful connections. And that's very important. What we have to realize is that you have to kill the ego all the time, right? The ego naturally wants to survive. So the ego is going to be saying this and that. Oh, look, they did that to you. Oh, look, they did that to me, blah, blah, blah. No, you have to quiet the mind, quiet the ego. Realize you're going to be okay. For one, your self-worth shouldn't be tied to what people think about you, right? Or it shouldn't be tied to like, oh, do I got enough power? Oh, are these people, am I superior to these people? Like, nah. That's why we got to kill the ego, because it keeps us from really like connecting with people, because we so worried about, oh, what they trying to do. Are they trying to take advantage of me? This, that, and the third. Nah. Quiet the mind and you'll be fine. I promise. Number 3, the fear of vulnerability, right? We know, us as guys, I deal with this myself. We be thinking like, oh, if I'm vulnerable, that's like a sign of weakness, right? If I show emotion, if I ask for help, if I'm a little bit uncertain, then, oh, that must be weakness. No, it's not, man. Being weak is not being able to show emotion. Being weak is not being able to ask for help, right? We are all human beings, so we need other human beings to help in time of need sometimes. And it's okay. It doesn't make you less of a man just to ask for help, right? Just to express how you feeling in the moment. That doesn't make you weak at all. It actually makes you strong, because a lot of guys can't do that. It's easier to try to hold shit in, and then you end up fucking up your mental health because you're not able to really like detox all that bad energy, all that trauma, all that frustration. You're not able to get rid of that, so you holding it in, and now you walking around angry at the world. Like, nah, let that shit out. What we got to realize is that emotion is energy in motion. So if you keep that energy in, it's going to affect your health, right? You're going to start getting high blood pressure. maybe cancer, who knows, right? That's why it's good to release. It's good to be able to be vulnerable at times, right? And sometimes being vulnerable is good because you need to be vulnerable in order to connect with people. In order to, let's say you got kids, you may have to be vulnerable to connect with your son, with your daughter. If you got a girl, to connect with your girl. See, it's certain times where you need that vulnerability. I'm not saying all the time, but certain moments you do, right? And that makes you a man. That's part of being a man. All right, number 4, the approval seeking mindset, meaning like you constantly adjusting your behavior to gain praise or to avoid disappointing other people, right? And when you do this, it weakens your authenticity, right? And it creates anxiety and it prevents you from really developing. Because if you always seeking approval for everybody, you're going to be walking on eggshells. You're not really going to be yourself, right? And then you're going to be worrying about, oh, am I doing this right? Oh, are they going to be mad at me for this? And nah, it's just a lose-lose situation. It's okay to let people down sometimes. Remember that. Disapproval, it is not tied to your worth. Just because somebody may disapprove of you or what you're doing, it's not tied to your worth, right? You're not going to please everybody, so you shouldn't try. You're going to spread yourself thin trying to please everybody. Stop people pleasing. That's not what men do. No, you be a good guy, not a nice guy. Not everybody going to like you. That's fine. Matter of fact, that separates the ones who you should have around you and the ones you shouldn't have around you. Okay? Look at it that way. You don't, only approval you need is the people closest to you and God's. Then the only approval you should probably be focusing on. All right? And sometimes even your family approval, if they hating, you probably don't need that either. So it really just depends on the situation. But never try to just approval seek. It's not going to get you nowhere, but frustrated. All right. Number 5, last one for this video, short-term thinking. A lot of these dudes have short-term mindset, meaning you're only living for the day. You prioritize immediate gratification and an ego boost over long-term growth and character, right? This gonna lead to poor habits, and you're not gonna reach your potential because you're so worried about going to the club, drinking, turning up every day, trying to have fun, trying to feel good, not realizing that's leaving you broke, stressed, make you feel even more lonelier. If you notice, like, all the people who just live for right now, they end up regretting it down the line. Yeah, you end up waking up one day like, damn, I should have put in that work back when I was supposed to. Damn, if I would have started that business when I said I would already be this far. But no, I was too busy out here, trying to have fun, trying to live my life, trying to enjoy the right now. What you got to realize is what you do right now affects tomorrow. So if you put in that work, if you grind right now, then you can have fun later down the line. You delay the gratification. Too much immediate gratification is bad for you. It's like sugar. Too much sweetness is bad for you, because then you're always going to look for the easy way out. You're never going to really do the hard work. And the hard work is going to get you to where you need to go. Not the little immediate ego boost. Not because, oh, she texts you back real quick, now you feeling good. Or you just downed a Hennessy bottle, now you feel lit. Like, nah. Because, again, the seed you plant today is going to grow tomorrow. So whatever you want your tomorrow to look like, you have to start doing that shit today, right? We got to think long term. You have to. I know they try to say, don't listen to that bullshit, live fast, die young. No. No. We trying to, live long. And we trying to live prosperous, right? We're not just trying to live fast and then die and then your life was for nothing. No, we want a meaningful life. And so sometimes that means delaying that fun, delaying those trips, delaying going to the bars and shit, delaying, hanging out with your friends sometimes to put in that work. So then later on you could relax and say, man, I'm glad I did that. Now look at me. Now I'm taking trips. Now I ain't got to clock in. Now I can do what I want because I delayed immediate gratification. You feel me? And so yeah, man, that's it for this video. If y'all made it this far, I want you to type mindset, because it's really all about your mindset. If you get your mind right, you get your life right. Simple as that. Like, comment, subscribe, give me some feedbacks down below. Let me know if I gave you some game. If I did, hit that like button. And then yeah, till the next time, you already know what it is, man. It's lit.